It's 9 a.m. on Sunday the 21st of June, and I'm in my study as usual, catching up on the overnight news and my emails. And it's mostly coronavirus news, of course. Brazil is looking terrible, with India and Mexico heading the same way. The US just cruises along towards what seems like an inevitable 150,000 deaths. Here in Australia, we're relaxing our restrictions. Our 7 states and territories have worked together remarkably well, with politics placed on the back burner.
We are looking at a situation of at least 6 months for how we deal with this. It could be much longer than that. Could be shorter. That's unlikely, given the way we're seeing events unfold. So what we're doing, you've got to be able to keep doing, and you've got to be able to sustain that. And that has to be something that is achievable for all Australians, so we can keep our country running in the best possible way in the interests of all Australians. We also need to continue to work together. And I want to thank again, in particular, the state and territory premiers and chief ministers. I'll come to their decisions in a moment. But the cooperation, the collaboration, the support, the candidness, and the way people are working together in a true spirit of national unity is exactly what you would hope to be seeing from all of your national and state and territory leaders. And I thank them very much for their support and their leadership as we work through these difficult decisions and as we seek to relay them to the Australian people in the most simple way that we possibly can.
The COVID-19 deaths have plateaued at 102, with none in the past 4 weeks. Restrictions will be reimposed very quickly if infections begin to rise. Today's the winter solstice, but here winter really starts at the beginning of June. The temperature is around 11 degrees Celsius and it's raining gently. Our 2 regular rainbow lorikeet visitors have come knocking on the window. They look wet and cold. They're begging for food, so I teased them a little with some apple we prepared for them earlier. At one time they would fall for the apple behind the window trick, but not so much anymore. They'll just wait until I take it out to them. So they continue grooming themselves, waiting. After about 10 minutes, one of the pair becomes impatient and flies off. The other, male I think, is happy grooming and waiting. But he won't wait forever. Time to take the apple out for them. I give him a sample bite and then take it over to the feeder. After emptying water and yesterday's leftovers, I place the apple in the feeder for them. Doesn't take long for the second lorikeet to return. Just another morning in Australia, the lucky country, except for droughts, floods, bushfires, dust storms, hail and deadly spiders, and snakes, and sharks, and more drought. Floods, bushfires, dust storms, hail and deadly spiders, and snakes, and sharks, and more drought, floods, bushfires, dust storms, hail and deadly spiders, and snakes.